Move this up just a little bit. A little low. So, hello. For you all who don't know me, my name is Naomie, and I reside in the western portion of Alleghany County. First off, I would like to start with a message of gratitude regarding 9/26's special meeting for the citizens of Western Alleghany County. I would like to stress the topic below in 2023 should not be a conversation that is occurring. We are taxpayers of Alleghany County and the state of Virginia. Our tax dollars are there for purposes of many things, but in most relative to this situation, emergency, medical services, and education. A little backstory on us. We moved to the western end of the county approximately 4 years ago, and there is a significant lack of services in this end of the county compared to other areas. We have for the past 4 years complained about issues. We have 3 children, right over here, under the age of 8. We live in a very secluded spot. Our closest neighbor is miles away and is elderly. In 2023, items such as internet, cell, and phone services are non-negotiable and are no longer considered luxuries. They are modern-day requirements. So let's start off with the first issue, the lack of proper phone line and emergency services communication. Most of the ride towards our home does not offer cell service and is very spotty at best if we do receive it, and we've tried several different carriers. Our personal home does not have cell service unless it runs through the internet. The line at our home is the original line from 1960. We were promised a new updated line a year ago and it never happened. The line is often hard to hear others, static filled, drops the call, or in some cases we can hear other conversations on the phone line. Some in the community don't even receive phone coverage from Frontier or have a very hard time getting them to come out and install. A phone is crucial for emergency situations, whether it be a home phone or cell coverage. I was completely appalled at 9/26's meeting. The answer to solve this problem was to drive to service and to make an emergency call. In this case, with 3 kids, it isn't always feasible to get them all buckled up, drive 10 minutes down the road to make a semi-reliable phone call. What would happen if I were to get hurt? My kids are not old enough to drive to service like suggested. Someone elderly may not have a cell phone or even a vehicle to drive to service in emergency situations. What if the weather is unsafe for driving conditions? How are we supposed to abide by the solution given? The next issue is the internet ordeal. Our children need reliable internet for part of their schooling. These children are our future, and whether this country succeeds or not, setting them up without proper tools isn't a great foundation for success. Some areas can get Frontier internet services at their home. However, we cannot, even though we are located 10 miles from their line and were initially told by them that we could receive their services. We are only able to receive satellite internet, and within the past couple years, we have been through 3 service providers of satellite internet, and we have finally found a decent company. But not all families are fortunate enough to be able to purchase this expensive internet plan. In November 2021, Lumos Networks announced 100% completion of fiber networks in Alleghany Highlands. According to the Alleghany Chamber site and signs posted throughout the county, we are part of the Alleghany Highlands and do not receive these services. The statement wasn't 100% of their coverage area and said it was 100% coverage of the Alleghany Highlands. Why weren't we given these services, and how can that statement be made? So with just these 2 items, it affects another margin, real estate. Buyers in today's market expect to have access to internet, cell, and phone services. It is a disservice to those of us in Alleghany County in the western portion for our property to go cheaper or not sell because we aren't affording these modern day necessities. In the long run, this also affects Alleghany County as a whole. It hinders your growth. The future of our county belongs to the youth. If you will not grow, you will not change. The older population will die out, and what you are left with is a community that will soon dissolve. I want to stress, all of this isn't a new issue. So, in conclusion, I will leave you with this quote by Abraham Maslow. In any given moment, we have 2 options, to step forward into growth or step back into safety. Thank you for your time and this opportunity to speak.
Thank you.